Still no snow, but today is a good day for cooking. I went and bought this button bones and they were on sale, so I thought, you know what? My mom used to make this recipe all the time and I just loved it. It was her sweet and sours. So I pulled out her little recipe book that she had the recipe in. You can hardly read it, but I can. And I'm gonna try making these today. These were always the thing that I asked for my birthday. Always, like my brother used to always ask for pizza, but I always said, Mom, make your sweet and sours. So I'm gonna try making these today and see how they turn out. So let's see what happens. All right, next step, got all the meat cut up in bite-sized pieces. I put some soy sauce and salt and pepper. And I really want to let these soak in the soy sauce because that really gives it good flavor. So we'll just get that all mixed up and let it just kind of soak and saturate it. Okay, next step, we're gonna add in flour. I'm using almond flour because I'm gonna try to keep this low carb, but regular flour. So what you wanna do is, just take out the tablespoons. I don't know how this is gonna work with almond flour, but we'll see, who cares? It's not gonna be a big deal if it doesn't turn out perfect. I'm gonna probably I'll start with 4 tablespoons. Okay, and cornstarch. Let's put about a tablespoon of cornstarch in there too. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, these are coated pretty good. Next, we're gonna put it in the frying pan and brown them. Okay, we got them all in there. Now I'm gonna start browning these puppies. Still got a few more to go, but what I'm gonna do is I'll take these out once they're brown, and then I'll put these in. I used olive oil. Mom, you just use regular, cooking oil, but I always been using olive oil, so I'm gonna see what it tastes like with that. No big deal. Okay, next step. I put in, what did I put? 1.5 cups of water, 3/4 cups of vinegar. Now I'm gonna add brown sugar. I use the Truvia, but if you wanna just keep this the regular recipe, like I said, I'm trying to keep it low carb, but just use regular brown sugar. I'm gonna put in 1.5 cups. This is gonna be, whoops, I just sprayed that everywhere. This is gonna be the sauce. So let's give that a mix. And then once these are done frying up, I'm gonna turn down the heat. Got the second batch frying now. There's the first batch. I'm going to turn down the heat and put the sauce in, and it'll thicken nice with that cornstarch. Okay. Alrighty, so I added the rest of the pork, back into the frying pan. I drained some of the oil out. I didn't want it as greasy, so I took some of that out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in the sauce. And this is where the magic begins. Oh, that brown sugar didn't dissolve as good as the regular brown sugar. But now the magic begins. This is where you're gonna get all the flavor. So what you wanna do is you wanna simmer this for at least a couple hours. It makes the pork really tender and it just puts the flavor right through it. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna put it on a simmer. The sauce is gonna thicken and we'll come back and check it out. Okay, I ended up having to put a little bit more cornstarch in her to thicken the sauce. I guess the almond flour doesn't doesn't do that trick either than regular flour. That's okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let this sit and cook for a couple hours. I had a little sneak taste. Tastes like Mom's.